right, everybody, welcome to the Ridgeline Hunting podcast. I am your host, David Crane, and I am with Dustin Delorier. He is here, and we're actually just here to shoot the shiz, to be honest with you. If you can't tell, we are actually in my garage. This is seriously just a corner of my garage.
Oh, well, cat's out of the bag now, man. They didn't know.
Got done building, and I'll tell you why. Our display at the Sportsmen show that just happened, when I was taking them down and setting them up, they broke. So one broke when I was setting it up.
Okay.
And then one broke as we were leaving and taking it down. So instead of scrapping it and throwing everything away, I was like, you know what? Instead of doing the podcast out of my office, pretty much, I was like, why not get my own little unit here in the garage and throw some together? So that's what I did. So now we are in my little at-home studio here in my garage.
Yeah, we'll call it the Kill Corner.
The Kill Corner. So we have the Kill Cave, the Kill Corner. We got to get some set up at your place.
What's that, Mike's?
Mike's?
That's too bougie to be kill anything.
Well, Mike's setup was pretty dope, dude.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So Mikey P, if you guys know, Mikey P, he hunts with me quite a bit. He's been on the podcast quite a bit. We've done a couple episodes in his living room, which is freaking a nice setup. And Mike has a whole bunch of different lights and everything. So everything that you see here was seriously just thrown together this week. So I am going to be adding some different type of lights. I want to add another camera for another camera view, so I'm going to try to be buying another camera for something like that, something to add for the viewer who is watching this on YouTube. Obviously, if you are listening to this on the podcast, you're not going to get any difference. The sound's going to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
But so Dustin, what are we doing here today, man? What are we doing?
We're hanging out. You said we're shooting the ish.
Yeah, but you have something.
I always have something, right? So,
well, hold on. Before you get into that, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors.
That's right. There you go.
So I want to say thank you to Phelps Game Calls. They've been with us since pretty much day one with the podcast and now with the YouTube channel. We always use Phelps Game Calls before all of this stuff. So we just want to give a shout out to Phelps Game Calls. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Also Ross Sharp with the Crazy Elk Company. He's been with us now for a little over a year. And we just want to say thank you, Ross, for everything that you do. You helped us out with our giveaway this year at the Sportsman Show. That was fantastic.
It went good?
Sportsman Show was awesome.
I meant the giveaway.
Giveaway was even better.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll get into that a little bit later. But we just want to say thank you to those guys. Also, we have we might be doing something with Squatch Juice that's not nailed down yet, but Brandon and Ryan over at Squatch Juice, you guys are freaking awesome. I love you guys, and we're actually going to be talking about that today. But also, I'm with 2O Gear.
Right.
So we have a 25% off at 2O. They've been supporting me now for a little while, and they helped us out with the giveaway as well. So thank you to 2O Gear. Check them out at 2ogear.com. Freaking awesome camo. I will be doing a podcast/video about my layering system from base layer on out on what I used in Arizona. So that's going to be coming out here. I might actually be recording that tomorrow, but
it looked pretty warm.
Was
it cold at night though?
It was very cold in the morning, very cold at night.
Okay.
So during the day it was 80. So you got to have the right gear to get you and stay in the hunt.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. And I did. Yeah, it was like the Swiss Army knife of camo gear.
Yeah.
Also, we've teamed up with the Duck Camp. Mm-hmm. So the Duck Camp, check them out. Mm-hmm. They're out of Stanwood here in Washington. Check them out. So, and Go Scream, GoScream.com. They're at the Sportsman Show. They will be in Oregon.
His little chicken thing always smells so good.
Yeah. Oh, it's this jelly. I should actually bring it out sometime, but it is the best. He has this chicken on this pot all day long, and he has a fan blowing on it, so everybody can smell this sauce that he has. But yeah, check them out over at Go Scream. They're awesome. And
Yeah. So speaking of the Sportsman show, I was there too, but I wasn't at your booth.
Yeah.
I didn't bump into. Brandon from Squatch Juice was at the Archer World Classic. I knew he was in town because he's from Idaho, Boise. And so I wanted to stop in and see how he was doing because, you know, where I work versus where I live, I drive by the Lacey shop twice a day.
All the time. Yeah.
I don't always get to stop in, but I was like, oh, let me go check on Brandon. So I went out there, checked on him, and he was sold out. Like before the end of I think it was, I stopped by on Saturday, and he was sold out. He didn't have anything for Sunday.
So if you guys don't know, Squatch Juice is like your Mountain Ops or...
It's the cleanest form of energy, focus, and hydration on the market. Legitimately, they can't even... They're not even just being boastful.
But if you didn't know what Squatch Juice was, I would say that's the equivalent, but it's seriously on the whole other side of things when it comes to being all natural.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, if you don't know what Squatch Juice is, that's what it is. And at first, they just started off with like an energy.
Yeah. Energy and focus, like this tub right here. So we've talked about their product before on a previous podcast, but that was the pineapple mango that I had. This is the spider bite. This came out probably, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago, something like that. Recent. Right? It's watermelon.
Yeah, let me see it.
Yeah. And this is what they were running before, this kind of packaging. 30 scoops in one tub. And I think it's like $45-$50 online on their website. But that product that you're holding in your hand has sucralose in it in a extremely low dosage. So
that like, logo looks very similar.
Are you wearing the thing too? Just open my shirt up. Hold on a second. Oh, I got my sweater on. It's underneath. Oh, no, wait a minute.
What's that guy?
Yeah. Look. Oh, there it is. You got the.
Oh, you got the.
I got the shirt on.
So they are out of Boise. So hence the Idaho logo here, and then they got my Squatch on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is actually one of their newer flavors. This is watermelon. This is extremely good. Like if you guys are looking for, you know, something that's flavorful and something that's going to last and not have the drop.
Yeah.
Like,
so
this is like very level.
Right. It's not a pre-workout. It's not engineered that way. They didn't engineer it that way. So it's not something you're going to like pound and then go do 20 minutes in the gym. It's more, the idea in my mind, the way I use it is I've been trying to get off coffee for years. I'm still having problems with drinking a cup before work, but after I leave the house, this is all I'm drinking. I don't buy energy drinks at the store anymore. I only drink this if I'm not drinking water or my coffee or a beer, depending on where I'm at.
the other liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the cleanest thing. There's nothing cleaner. And by clean, I mean there's no artificial flavoring. There's no artificial dyes. There's no sugar. I did mention that formula that you're holding has sucralose, but it's at such a low dosage that they can't even, it's almost immeasurable.
Yeah, didn't you say it's like under a gram or something like that?
It's less than a gram.
And to be honest, they're actually changing the formula as well.
Right. So this is the old packaging.
Yep.
The old formula, right? And that's that. And this is the new packaging. This is also 30 servings, but it's in a single packet, like what you were hoping for.
Yeah, so that was like my main thing. I told Brandon. So I met Brandon at the Northwest Mountain Challenge last year at Stevens Pass. Dustin had been doing the Northwest Mountain Challenge shoots from Idaho and Hoodoo, and then at Stevens Pass. So Stevens Pass is like the last leg of the whole series. But Dustin was like, "Hey man, you gotta check out this drink. This is right up your alley because of what I do in the backcountry." Yeah. And Dustin's actually been a part of like one of my hunts that I would do in the backcountry.
Yeah. The legitimate one.
Yeah. Like, dying to get to the top. But he knows now like how essential a single serving pack is, instead of trying to pack this up. Or let's say how I did it is so how this works is how it used to work with the old one is that I don't want to stick my fingers in here, but there's a scoop in here. So it's a single serving scoop.
Yeah, let me see it.
Well, it's yours. Yeah, I don't want to. I've been working in the garage. Seriously,
who knows
even
where
today.
your hands have been?
They're clean.
You've been in there touching wings.
Oh yeah, we did just have some Wingstop. But yeah, so here's the single serving. If you guys are watching on YouTube, it's just or if you're listening, sorry, it's just a single serving scoop. Mm-hmm. So I would bring that little scoop in a sandwich bag and pretty much measure out what I would need for my hunting trip, and I'd put it in a sandwich bag. Now,
yeah,
that does work. But the thing that sucks though is, let's say you don't seal it completely right. You go to open up your pocket, or let's say you have like some type of pouch that you have it in, and you find out that some of it has either spilt out, or it's almost like a wind checker. You got like all this dust like coming out of your pocket.
Sure.
So that was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But even at the shoot, I was like, dude, you really got to get those things into single serving little packets. And he was like, yeah, I know, but this, that, and the other thing. Well, guess what? It's now available.
Bam.
Yep. That is freaking awesome.
So this.
Oh, and you can explain yes, go ahead.
So this one packet is the equivalent of one scoop from the tub, right? So you have 30 sticks in the packet. This is their new packaging. This is what they will be sending you if you order it. The Squatch Juice Variety Pack in the Energy and Focus blend. And there's 2 flavors, watermelon and strawberry kiwi,
which
is their
delicious.
Newest flavor. And just to give you an idea on the flavors, so currently in their sales, right, the pineapple mango is the top seller.
But that's one of the ones that I had.
Dude, and it's good.
Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah, I liked it. That's why I bought that, not the lemonade, even though lemonade is good.
Lemonade's good too.
But, so, the strawberry kiwi, though, was the show favorite. It was the most requested flavor to sample, to try. Like, for people who'd never had it before, they're like, if I have my choice, strawberry kiwi. So my guess is that it's going to quickly outpace the pineapple mango.
Well, he had really only 2 flavors to start with.
Yeah, so pineapple mango, lemonade, yeah.
Which is in its own serving, and then lemonade.
Yeah.
And the pineapple mango, I mean, they're both really good, but that was my jam. That was so good. I loved it.
No, pineapple mango, not jam.
That was my get out of here with that. Oh, my fingers smell like watermelon.
Right? No, I know. I didn't want to look like, my extracurricular has to do like this, but
Jesus.
I'm over here smelling it on my fingertips like, I'm fiending.
Okay, so there is a commercial that they just did that's super funny. It's Brandon and Ryan, and Brandon jumps out of the truck and he's like, "Do you got the stuff?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I got the stuff." And it's like he's trading the canister
for some jerky.
For jerky. And the guy like opens up the thing and he's like tastes the juice and he's like, "Yeah, oh yeah." And then he's like, "Yeah, that's the stuff." And they're like, "Oh dude, the cops are coming. Let's go." It's a super they have a lot of fun with their ads, and you can find them on YouTube.
Yeah, they're advertising skits. Yeah.
It's super funny.
It's really funny. So that's what they're going to be going to, is the sticks in the pouches. And the Energy and Focus blend is 150 milligrams of caffeine for people who aren't familiar with Squatch Juice. This is going to have all your vitamins, A's, B's, C's, D's, and it's got L-theanine, L-tyrosine, and there's a couple others in there that niacin and stuff like that. It's actually good for you. It helps with brain function, and you can't go wrong. Like, I wish I had my notes. I didn't bring my notes, but I actually went through and looked up all these ones that like the methyl libernier. I can't even pronounce it, but I looked it up because I wanted to know, hey, is this good for me? Are they legit? And yes, if you take the time to look up all the ingredients, you can go on their website, squatchjuice.com, and you can look at their ingredients list and you can verify it for yourself. But every one of their ingredients is exactly what they say it is. And it's not like any additive or foam off the top of some pond or anything like that. It's good stuff and it's healthy for you. So the Energy and Focus blend has 3 calories, and the hydration line.
That's right.
This is the newest
line. They have the hydration, and I asked Brandon about this too at the shoot, and I was like, "Hey, do you plan on bringing out anything for hydration?" Because again, I'm thinking about being in the backcountry.
Oh yeah,
hydration is key, and sometimes it's going to be a while before you can either. So number one, when you go in the backcountry, you always want to try to find water by your camp. But let's just say for like Dustin and I, we had to actually go back down the mountain like a mile. I mean, if not longer, to get water. And then head
we
back
went
up.
a third of the way down.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
From where we were.
It is, totally.
Like the whole one shot, we went a third of the way back down.
We dropped our packs. So Dustin's bringing his bow, I have my rifle, and then we just have like a bladder.
Yeah.
And we're just like,
legit.
We're going to get water.
Yeah.
Like, we're not taking any extra weight. Like, let's just go get our water and then come back. And then
exactly.
That was actually probably the best hike of the whole dang trip.
It was, because we didn't have anything on our backs.
But hydration is key. So I was just like, Brandon, I would like to see single serve little pouches and a hydration.
Right.
And
so here it is. And it's 500 milligrams of sodium, 150 milligrams of potassium, and 20 milligrams of magnesium. It's everything you need to replace the electrolytes in your body, and only 5 calories and 0 sugars. The new blend, which is what I'm holding in my hand, doesn't have sucralose in it. The new formula has stevia in it. They're finally able to figure out how to use stevia as a sweetener without it tasting like garbage.
Right.
Because usually when you're using stevia, it's too sweet. Well, this is like perfect.
They found a formula that really does work, because while I was at the show, I was actually able to stop by the booth, and I tried every single flavor that they had, and every single one of them's good. So you can't go wrong with either one. They're all super good. And gosh, the flavor is so good. And some of them, actually, when you shake them up, they're actually clear. It looks like water.
Yeah, I have a little left over in my bottle, and it's just like, what? Well, you can't see it on the camera, but it's clear. I have a little left over because I don't use the Energy and Focus at the end of my night. I'll use a hydration.
Yeah, hydration is good. I actually have these as well. I picked them up at the show. But I will use a Energy and Focus before I go to the gym. And it's not for a pre-workout for me, because I usually just drink water anyways. It's more or less for after the workout, because right after the workout, I'm going into work.
Right.
So I need to make sure that, I'm mentally prepared for the day.
Sure.
And it really does help. And then, every other night, I'll actually have a hydration, because I'm hydrating throughout the day.
Yeah.
So every other day I'll you know what, man, maybe I'm, might not have drank as much water as I needed to yesterday.
Sure.
But at night I'll hit it up with some hydration, get a good night's sleep, and then, kind of repeat. So.
Right. Well, and it was really fun spending time with them, the formula creators at the show, because I was able to learn some things that I hadn't really considered before. Like growing up, okay, so I'm 41, you're in your 40s.
Yep.
When, as a kid, they were told, drink your water, like 8 to 12 ounces a day or whatever.
Oh, yeah, so we come from the era where we're drinking out of the hose.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing, because that's probably, depending on where you live, that, like in my house, you drink from the hose, you're drinking from a spring. So you're getting the natural nutrients from the ground water, right?
Well, I grew up in Tacoma, so I don't know where that
I don't know what you were drinking, but it was probably Cess. Pool.
I don't get sick.
Yeah. But anyways, hearing Brandon talk about it, he's so knowledgeable, and Ryan.
Yeah.
What we don't consider is that when we're drinking all this water, well, you're drinking it so that your body can cool, right?
Yeah.
And when you cool, you sweat. So when you're sweating out the electrolytes, the vitamins that your body needs. So you need to drink, think of it like a supplement, like your vitamins. You need to drink a supplement in your water, because nowadays we're drinking like the tap water. We're drinking like some pure filter water.
That's just liquid.
It doesn't have the vitamins.
There's no minerals in it.
There's no minerals in it, right? Exactly. So you're missing out on a bunch of stuff that your body needs. Well, this blend in the hydration formula is perfect. So I use a 32-ounce bottle because I like that flavor profile. And once I get down to like, maybe, hold on a sec. Once I get down to like, where's it at? Probably the last 2 inches of the bottle, I'll fill it with water.
So it's about 12 ounces.
Yeah, and then, I'm getting more fluid, but I'm not getting all of the packet anymore either. It's like whatever's left over from the packet.
Yeah, but you still have that flavor profile.
There's still a little bit left. Yeah, it's just a light breeze in the wind, if you will.
I do the same thing. I am dead serious. I do the same thing because I'm not like the best water drinker. Sure. Like my wife will even ask me like, "Hey, how much water did you drink today?" I'm like, "Oh, I had like a glass."
Well, and you want to know, it's funny. The best water I've ever drank, that I've ever had, flavor profile wise, right, has been from a well.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, but most of us don't live on wells anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, so like I don't want to, like, no offense against your tap water, but I don't want to drink, 8 glasses of your tap water. I don't want to drink 8 glasses of anybody's tap water in this area or in any home.
Well, it's probably got fluoride in it.
Yeah, who knows?
But we're not going to get into that
keep
crap.
going and going a little, the whole rabbit hole of water and whatnot, but it's good for you. So what I want you to do is you're going to try a little bit of the energy and focus, and we're going to drink a little bit of the electrolytes. Same flavor, and we're going to talk about the difference in the flavor profile, because the electrolytes is going to have a higher sodium content at 500 milligrams. These only have 210 milligrams. So in your energy and focus, you're still getting some hydration, just not as much.
So it's also awesome.
Do you have it in there?
I don't have anything.
Oh, no, you just have water in there.
It's just water.
Tap water.
This was filtered water. It came out of my fridge, but
oh, there you go.
You can also pick up a nice shaker bottle from Squatch Juice on their website. I picked this one up at the show, but yeah, it's awesome. It has Squatch logo on there.
It's really good, actually. When I
all your
saw
measurements
those,
on the back.
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice.
And the ball isn't metal, so it doesn't make a bunch of extra clingy sound. But the top, when I saw this bottle, I was like, man, this is going to be some cheap bottle. The top's going to barely close. That top is hard to open. Exactly.
I got my mixer right there.
Yeah, don't want to get that wet.
That thing goes.
Okay, so what do you want to do here?
It doesn't matter to me. I've had both of them, so.
Oh, you have?
Well, I haven't had it since the show.
Like one and then one, where you can see the difference, like right in real time, kind of like. Do you have another glass or something, or another shaker bottle?
We can pause this for a second, and I can go get one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have mine, but I've been drinking on it, so. And it's just water at the moment, but I don't know if you. Maybe we should get another bottle.
All right, I'll be back.
Hey. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. It's there.
All right. All right, everybody. Well, went and picked up another water bottle, and I have my mixer down on the ground, which we're using the mics for. If you can see, we don't have the mics. We don't have the headsets on. I stepped on the cord that actually brings the sound to the camera.
Is there something in your way? Like, lean this way. Do you see it?
Yeah,
what is that?
It's the leveler in the camera.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the shot. I'm like, what is right here? Is this some weird shadow demon?
No. Oh my god.
I didn't know.
Well, anyways, I stepped on the cord. That's what brings the sound to. Gosh. that's what brings the sound to the camera. So we are using now my lav mic. So if the sound is a little off between me grabbing water bottles, that's why. So
that's right. Make do, adapt, and overcome.
That's right.
Okay, so put one of these in one of them.
Okay.
That's the watermelon energy and focus.
Okay.
It's actually really interesting. So the electrolyte blend is similar to like a liquid IV, right? Mm-hmm. This guy was at the show and he had some liquid IV on him. It was supposed to be the sugar-free liquid IV, right? Now, when Squatch Juice says it's sugar-free, they mean it. It's stevia, okay? There's no sugars in here. So the guy had a little packet like this of the liquid IV sugar-free, okay? And I was reading it, and at first, so on the back of these single sticks, you have a little seam. And on one side of the seam, you have a breakdown of all the ingredients and the quantity, like the percentage, right? Flip that tab over, because then it'll go into the actual ingredients. It won't give you quantities, but it'll list them all, right? Mm-hmm. So on the one side, it said 0 sugar, no sugar added. Flip the tab over, and the very last line said something to the effect of insignificant amount of sugar added. And I was like, how can you say no sugar and then turn right back around and say insignificant amount of sugar added?
So there's sugar.
There's sugar, but it's such a low dosage that they don't have to technically report it. So I just thought it was funny though, because this guy was like, no sugar, there's no sugar, there's no, and then I turned over the tab and I was like, yeah, but look right here. He's like, wait, what? It's kind of funny. Anyway.
Well, I wonder if you were to actually look at the package, like the actual outer, like the main one, if there's like carbs.
There probably are.
So carbs are sugar. So it's different if it's 0 carbs or whatever. So my youngest son is type 1 diabetic, and those are the types of things that we need to know.
Right.
Because we have to put that in his pump so that the insulin gets pumped in for the carbs that he's eating, the sugar. So that's kind of essential information people need to know.
Sure.
But
absolutely. Yeah.
So what flavor?
This is the watermelon in the energy and focus.
Okay.
And then while you're kind of sipping on that and getting that flavor, and you have not very much water in there, but that was fairly strong.
It's just the way I like it.
So I asked,
that's super good.
I said, why does the energy and focus blend have a yellow tinge to it? They all do, except for the pineapple mango, which has an orangish yellow tinge. And the yellow tinge is from the vitamins. So it's a natural color that comes from the vitamins.
Well, that makes sense too, because I can really taste vitamin C.
Oh yeah.
Big time. Even if this was filled. So I actually filled it up to like 20 ounces. So,
did you? Where'd all the water go?
What are you talking about?
Is that 20 ounces?
Well, I drank it.
Okay, all right.
It's down to just under 12 ounces right now.
Okay. Shake, shake, shake.
So to be honest with you though, there is no like, in some of these, sometimes you'll have like the granule type stuff. I'm not getting it out of this. I mean, someone might have a better palate than me, but I'm not getting that at all. And this is what I meant by it going back to clear, if you guys can see that.
It's clear, like, it looks like water.
Yep.
Because it is. It's just water with some sodium, potassium, magnesium in it. Okay, so flavoring, people are like, well, where do they get the flavor from? Dehydrated fruits. So when it says strawberry kiwi is the flavor, they get it from dehydrated strawberry and kiwi. So it's all natural flavoring, no dyes added. That's why this is clear, because there's nothing added. You don't need anything more than what your body needs, so they don't put anything else in here.
Right.
So this is the electrolyte. Now what I tell people is your energy and focus is going to be a smoother flavor profile, and because this has a higher sodium content, this is like the Barg's Bite of the flavor profile. It's going to have a little bit more.
Yeah, you can taste like a little bit of the salt, but I mean,
Right.
you doing all the other hydration ones as well, but you need salt, so the sodium is going to be there.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. Mm-hmm. No, that's super good.
Did it now? It didn't taste exactly the same. They're both watermelon, but they're close.
Yeah, I would say it is very, very close. The flavor is slightly different, but not that much.
Right.
Not that much at all.
Right.
Hold on, let me taste.
The other thing I like that they do is if you go onto their website and you sign up for their plan, their monthly drop, so you subscribe, right? Then what you do is you get 20% off, and then it drops. They'll send you a new package every month, and then you don't run out.
No, it's dang near the same. It's dang near the same. You basically can just taste a little bit of the sodium in this, which your body needs it anyways. But the flavor is dang near the same.
Right.
Super good. Yeah, these are gonna get toasted here in a second.
Yeah.
Oh!
Don't break it.
It didn't. It held up. I dropped that sucker too from about waist high.
Yeah. So
No, that's
I like
awesome,
that stuff, man.
Yeah, and I really like that now it's in those single serving packets.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm a hunter. This is not just for the hunter. This is for anybody that does any outdoor activities. If you're working out, whatever you need these supplements for,
Well,
they're for everything.
I mean, it's just a nice energy blend, and it's a wonderful hydration. Your body needs hydration regardless of what you're doing in life. So it's really for everybody. And then the energy and focus side of it, it's such a low burn, slow, medium burn that, I mean, anybody can use it. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be an outdoorsman or woman.
No.
You know, if you just hanging out in the office, like at work, I keep a tub at work. I just, when I get to work, freshen it, and then I sip on that all day. It keeps me right where I want to be.
Yeah, you don't have those big crashes. There's no crash. Like, from the product that I had previous to these ones, there was no crash at all. And to be honest with you, I don't know what it is about energy stuff. It does not keep me up at night. Like, I'm gonna drink this right now. It's fairly late. It's probably close to 8 p.m. I'm gonna drink both those things, and I'm gonna go to sleep at my regular time. So I don't feel like there's a huge crash. You're not gonna have this huge energy spike either. It's just a nice flow of energy. It's great, man. I'm a fan of Squatch Juice. I like what they're doing over there. Obviously now, I think since the start of 25, or even before that, they're really pushing their product. They're really pushing out tons of commercials. They're teaming up with a lot of groups. And what's crazy is that I met Brandon. He was doing it by himself just a few months ago.
Yeah, well, so Ryan's always been there as far as I am aware, they've been there together working on it. I don't know at what point Ryan came into it, but they are small. They've only been out a year and a half.
Right.
And as far as employees in the company, it's like just the two of them.
Two guys.
So there's a plethora of people that help, like his wife and friends and family and whatnot, but it's very small. It's so cool though, being able to work at the booth with them. I say work. I was volunteering. I'm not paid. I don't work for them. I just do it because I believe in the product. But if that wasn't enough, it makes it so much easier because they're super cool people. And watching them talk to other vendors and people who are really interested in coming onto the brand and want to work with the company, it's just like, wow, this is taking off. You can see the wave of excitement in the product because you can't say anything bad about it. You can't say one thing bad about it. The price point is perfect. It's right where it needs to be. The product is perfect. I don't think you can make a better product. I don't know how you would. I don't know at this point in time how you could improve. Maybe add some other vitamins, but do you really need to? Because this has got everything you need. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean, he started with 2 flavors, and now we have 6.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I could see is like broadening the way it's utilized. So like bringing on more flavors. And I do know that they have some some ideas that they're working on.
I know of one, and you guys can check it out. You go on their YouTube channel, but Ryan was playing with a flavor. He was using a packet, and then he put in elderberry jam that his wife made.
Yeah.
Kind of mixed that up. If anybody knows, elderberry is like one of those super fruits.
I know of a superfruit. It's Tiger King, but that's another story. But anyway, yeah, the elderberry, I think it was lemonade he was talking about, and it's really good. I haven't tried it, but I know that flavor profile is really good. I've had it in other things. I don't know where I was going. Brain fart.
I think the joke got you twisted.
Yeah, it did.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they do have some more
different flavors.
They have different flavors. I think they're kicking around, and they have some other stuff that they want to get into, which I'm really stoked for. 2025 is going to be a big year for Squatch Juice. I'm just going to call it right now. And if you're not already using it, you should be. There's no downside. Diabetics are using it. Athletes are using it. Everyone from 10 to 65 years old at the show was wanting it and interested in it. So.
Yeah, and you got to see it firsthand being at the show and actually being with the owners of Squatch Juice and getting to just talk to them, be a part of everything that they were doing there at the show. And then even before that, I mean, you introduced me to Brandon, and, he is all about helping others, which we're all in the same boat, right? Like we're always into helping others and reaching out and spreading the word. And I mean, that's what this podcast today is about, is spreading the word about Squatch Juice and how we can implement it, for at least for here at Ridgeline Hunting, into our hunting life and what we do on those aspects of things. But obviously it doesn't need to be used for anything like that. But for me, I'm going to use it for my hunting and hunting style, which I am super stoked on the single packets now. Freaking,
I have
blown it out of the park.
I have 8 different singles in my work backpack because it's just easy. I just throw them in there. It's there. It's whatever.
Yep.
So, what else you got going on, man? Like we talked about Squatch Juice. I think we've covered that, and those guys are going to do great, and I can't wait to see how they do in Portland.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get this one out. This will be out probably right before the Portland show. So if you are in Portland, Oregon area, I would go to the Sportsmen show down there. It is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of people there. And I'm not saying like the crowd is big. There's a lot of vendors there. Phelps is there. If you're born and raised fan, they're out there. Peeing Wild, they are here. They're from Washington State, but they're going to be down there. They're going to be with Simone Yang, which I'm a huge fan of both those groups. They're awesome. Any questions that I have about filming or podcasting or what it may be, I ask them, and they are quick to freaking answer. And they're the coolest dudes ever. Go and check them out. But Squatch Juice will be at the Portland show. So yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, the Portland show is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish I was going.
Yeah, I'm not going either. I got other things going on, but I usually go down there for about a day or something like that to go and check it out. And
how many? Would it be a whole day if we ran down there for a day? Popped in?
It just depends on what you want to see. I mean,
if we just ran down there to pop in and check on Squatch Juice or whatever.
You free?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it now.
You free on Sunday?
I have no idea.
That'd be the
I'll
only
talk to
day
my
that
wife.
that's the only day that I'd be free, and I'd probably have to talk to my wife too, because she wants to go snowboarding. So.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be bringing the Squatch Juice for that one. I'm gonna need the energy and focus for the drive home.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, plans for 2025 for.
I mean, you know, we got the Northwest Mountain Challenges coming up. Like, you can sign up now. It's
Yes.
open to sign up for. They're doing some really cool stuff with that.
Oh
The
man, we
On-X
can
thing.
get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a little bit. You know what?
So-
Let's do a part 2.
Okay.
So
Part deuce.
that's right.
Dose? I don't speak
Dose?
Spanish. I don't know.
It's uno dos.
Okay.
Dos.
Well, it's un dos. French.
Uno
It's
dos.
un dos trois. Eins, zwei, drei. You know, it's a bunch of different things in a bunch of different languages. But anyways.
So part 2.